Well, the inconveniences of COVID, there sure are many of them, but a big one happens to be that it's hard to hear other people when they are wearing these face masks. And Dr. Tish Ramirez joins us now with news of new technology that could make pandemic life just a little bit easier. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us about how face masks affect our hearing.
Yes. So when somebody wears a face covering, a face mask, there's a couple of things that we have to, be aware of. Number one, we are covering up lip reading, and this is something that we do naturally. People don't even realize it. We're also losing the facial expressions that come with communication. But more importantly, there is an acoustical component, and that's that when somebody is wearing a face mask, it reduces audibility for the person hearing them about 30%. Even if you have normal hearing, people are saying that they're having difficulty hearing other people through those face masks. And you add hearing loss on top of that, and we have, 48 million Americans that have hearing loss. We're really struggling with communication, especially with face masks today.
You are absolutely right to paint that picture in its full gamut, because if two people have, great hearing. I had an exchange with a salesperson the other day. She couldn't hear me, I couldn't hear her, so we're yelling through the mask, but that's how it is. So I can only imagine if that is compounded if one of us had an issue with our hearing. So tell us about this new technology from Signia, because it might help with this.
Yes, it definitely will. I do have hearing loss myself, and I wear the technology. And honestly, it has really helped me on day-to-day communication, picking up my child from school, communicating with her teachers, at grocery stores, communicating with the clerks. Sometimes I was a little embarrassed when I couldn't hear them before. I'd have to ask people to repeat themselves. And with Signia, we do have a new face mask mode setting in our Signia Experience hearing aids. And for those of you that are not familiar with hearing aid technology today, our hearing aids do come with an app that you download when you're fit with the hearing aids. And the app is, simply can be used for adjusting volume or accessing an additional program if that's how it was fit for you by your hearing care professional. The cool thing about the face mask mode is you don't have to stumble through a bunch of different screens. Right on the screen, a face mask icon that you just click, and it engages this face mask mode so that you can hear better for somebody, or when you're talking to somebody wearing a face mask.
So how does it work? Does it just sort of cut down that muffled part of it, or what is it?
Really good question. So with the Signia Experience hearing aids, there's a lot of technology involved in these little tiny devices. What the face mask mode does is it engages some features within the hearing aids that will enhance the speech that was muffled due to face masks. And there's a number of other features that are engaged just to make it much easier to listen in those situations when somebody's wearing a face mask.
This is really heartwarming. Many moons ago, I was a relay operator for the deaf. And so I came to know a little bit more just about the challenges in terms of communication, and just to see all this technology, that the earpieces they're smaller, and that there's now apps, and the space mask mode. It really is a whole new world that you guys are experiencing through Signia and through companies like this, that it warms my heart just to know that the technology is making it better and more inclusive for people as they're going through their everyday life.
Absolutely. And there's always been a stigma associated with hearing loss and hearing aids mainly, right? And as you mentioned, the technology, it's a small computer, and they are much more stylish these days. So they're not the big hearing aids that some may remember with their grandparents.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. All right. So someone's going to watch this and feel like me. They're going to want to get more information. What website should they go to?
Sure. SigniaUSA.com is our website where you can find more information about our products and technology. In addition, you can find a Signia provider that can, you can connect with to walk you through your hearing journey. Yes. And one more thing, I just wanted to let you know, the hearing aids I just showed you, we have something called the Stiletto X Challenge, where we're giving away 10 free pairs of hearing aids. So on our website, you can enter in your information for a chance to win.
That is great. Dr. Ramirez, thank you so much for all this important information. Really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.
Thank you for having me.